Welcome to the nice sweet spot where the reviews are on target and tell it like it is, whether it hits the spot or misses the target on occasion. Okay, so breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. Now, I know that some people it's not, and you might skip breakfast, or maybe you're doing an intermittent fasting, but hey, you can eat breakfast all day long. But if you're looking for a tasty, convenient meal, I've got one for you. It's French toast topped off with some sliced strawberries, some eggs, or in my case, I do use egg substitute, sometimes egg whites, with baby spinach and a scoop of collagen peptides and some chicken sausage links too. All right, so one of my goals with each meal, not just with breakfast, is to make sure that I'm hitting my protein target. So I try to do at least 30 grams of protein to meet that quota so that I can continue to gain muscle. And I also like to make sure that I have some type of veggie or fruit with every meal as well. I guess you could say that I really like to make sure I have a very colorful plate. So what's sweet about the contents of making this meal? Definitely the French toast. So I'm actually gonna start eating. I stumbled across this at Target, and it's called Oats and ancient grains, and it's high protein. Each slice is only about 125 calories, and it's much less than the traditional slice, and it has 7 grams of protein per slice, which is way more than the average French toast. I like to add strawberries. As you can see, I like to add strawberries on top. Sometimes I put 1 or 2 just to get some fruit in there, and it gives it a little sweet taste too. You can put whatever on there, and I think it makes it look pretty also. While I'm really good with using just regular eggs, I do prefer sometimes to use egg substitute or egg whites when I'm trying to cut back on calories or cholesterol, because I know it's going to be in other foods, and it'll still give me a hearty breakfast. So I usually prepare about 138 grams of egg substitute, which is the equivalency of 3 eggs. But get this, the calories only add up to what would be 1 egg, so like 75 calories, and I can get 15 grams of protein with that. Then I'll add in, a scoop of collagen peptides, which is only 35 calories, but you get 9 grams of protein with that. I definitely think I'll have to do a review on collagen peptides, the one that I use in the future. I also like to throw in some veggies, like I said before, and so I love baby spinach, and so I'll put about a half a cup or 42 grams into my egg substitute. It seems like it's a lot, but when you heat it, it shrivels up. Please don't mind my eggs. I was trying to film and do some things at the same time, and they got a little crunchy, but that's cool. Sometimes I add cheese as well to get a little more protein, or I might just be in the mood for cheese, but I usually measure it out and do about 10 grams. Yes, I am that person who measures out just about everything. Don't judge me too harshly. Okay, so meeting my protein intake for the day can be tough. So that's one of the reasons I try to measure stuff out. Okay, so I do enjoy turkey and sausage products more so. And so I have these chicken and maple links from Applegate. They're organic, and you can find them at Whole Foods or Giant. I'm sure other places as well. And they give me a little bump in protein with 3 grams per link. So I guess they're pretty good. And especially the maple because of the sweet taste. You can get just regular ones if you want to add to the meal. And I would say what makes it tart is if you're, short on time and you don't have time for a sit-down meal, and you can't really do that, and you need something that's a grab and go. But I do think this is a meal of convenience, though. It takes me about 10 minutes, 15 at most, to heat up and get my plate ready. So you have the option to use the microwave or stovetop oven or toaster oven with the French toast, eggs, and the sausage. Of course, this may change how you prepare the food, or how long it might take or something like that. I do use the microwave for my French toast and my sausage, and the stovetop for my eggs, for the egg substitute, I should say, with the baby spinach. I would say make sure not to heat the sausage on high. Do like a medium, and it says this on the box because they'll get really tough. Okay, another Tart feature I would say with this meal is if you're trying to cut back on carbs. I'm not trying to cut back on carbs necessarily, just increase my protein. But this does have about 26 grams of carbs, but there's only 6 grams of fat in the whole meal. How about that? Okay, so something else that I would say specific with the French toast is the bread. If you're not fond of multigrain, I like multigrain, but you might not be a fan of it, and so you might not like that French toast. But real talk, if you're trying to make healthier choices, I would say why not try it? Plus, I really love it. It's really tasty, and like if you're someone who's like, oh, it probably tastes like multigrain, it doesn't. I actually went back to Target and I purchased another box to stock up, just in case, Okay, so some things that could have the potential to leave you sour is the sugar. Okay, you can't really get around that so much. But I will say that the French toast has far less sugar than you're going to find in a traditional French toast. So if that's something that you really just enjoy eating, still tastes delicious. It's soft, it's moist. Oh my goodness, I really do love it. And something else that you might find sour is, of course, when you compare the prices. Let me get a little bit of my eggs. The reality is that with less healthier options, like if you're going with an Eggo brand French toast or Banquet sausage or whoever, or whatever's cheaper, think about what costs you're doing with that. Yeah, you might save money, but you're going to get more calories and less nutrients, right? Plus, if you're someone who dines out on occasion, or you dine out a lot, this French toast, sausage, and egg substitute, the reality is that it's going to be a fraction of the cost that you would pay if you were going out somewhere to eat for breakfast. As a matter of fact, when I go out for breakfast, they always upcharge me for, like, if I want chicken or turkey sausage or bacon or egg substitute, and oh gosh. Okay, you know what else? I almost forgot a few sweet features. My entire meal is, guess how many calories? Just 300. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial, but it's only 300 calories, and I managed to get to 36 grams of protein. And okay, so something to keep in mind with my meal is that I don't always follow the recommended servings. For instance, I had just one slice of French toast, and the serving size says 2. So I just had one slice of French toast, and I had 2 sausage links instead of the recommended serving of 3. So sometimes I make modifications that way. Who says you got to go exactly according to what's on the box, right? Okay, I hope my review was helpful, especially if you're looking for a healthy, low-calorie breakfast that's high in protein. If you have any questions about this meal or the items that I used, or maybe you even have a suggestion or two on a healthy meal or even a recipe for me to try and review, drop it in the comments. I'm all about having healthy meals, especially breakfast, as one of my favorites. Also, if you haven't already done so, please make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. That's all for now. I'm going to keep eating my breakfast, and I'll see you next time at the nice sweet spot. See ya.